In this video, I'm going to try and answer a question that was asked a while ago about building hardware and who in the heck would be held liable if there was any type of failure in the building under certain circumstances. Let's just like an earthquake, or if you had settling on the property. Well, how does all this stuff kind of pan out? And again, I would like to point out this is not legal advice. This is just my personal opinion for working in the industry for over 30 years. So realistically, to sum it all up in a nutshell, you have a manufacturer who builds the product, and they would be responsible for any type of product failure if the product broke, for example. Let's just say that you used all of the parts required and you installed it correctly. Then realistically, if there was any type of failure, the manufacturer would probably have to deal with that. The architect and the engineer, the architect, let's face it, they're realistically kind of out of the loop because they just draw the buildings. The engineer would be held responsible more or less. And again, like I said, this is not legal advice, just my personal opinion. The engineer realistically would be held responsible to a certain point. And of course that would be, that could be questionable if they use something that they shouldn't have. And again, something like this would basically be, let's just say that they could have used a 36-inch strap, and this was more at the lower end of the spectrum of their requirements, where let's just say an engineer who might have a better reputation as someone who builds higher quality products and doesn't take any chances would go to the larger strap. Then again, something like this could be questioned if there was ever some type of a problem. Now, the biggest problem I fear is with the installer, and this is because most of the installers of these products really don't take the time to read any of the manufacturer's installation instructions and understand the specifications needed for these products to actually work properly. So if you're going to install, let's just say, a Simpson MST48, which would be a large 4-foot strap, and it requires 16 D nails, and let's just say that they want to see a common nail and they don't want to see a sinker, a green vinyl sinker, then realistically you could be creating problems for yourself if you've never taken the time to read these installation instructions. So again, I don't want to make a 10-hour video out of this. I just kind of wanted to see if I could answer this guy's question and give him a little more heads up on it and help you guys out too along the way. So my biggest fear and my biggest concern is for construction workers who have worked in the industry for years without understanding what these installation requirements actually are. So again, anything you're going to build, put together as the assembler or installer of the product, you should be familiar with all of the manufacturer's warranties, and of course installation instructions. And again, I have seen plenty of times, I've seen carpenters install building hardware incorrectly and do this for years because they don't know any better. So again, if you guys want to release yourself from the liability, or at least limit the amount of liability you could be held responsible for, then you should understand every single aspect of the products you're working with. So again, hope these videos help. If they do, let me know. And again, if you guys have any questions and I can answer them, I will do the best I can to get that done. So until the next video, good luck, and keep watching the videos. Keep giving me the old thumbs up every once in a while.